Hello, welcome back. It's been quite a while. I've been lazy. Well, chapter 15, Tell the Truth. So this is the second of the longest chapters in the game, so buckle up, it's gonna be a long ride. First verse, hidden one. Two dogs. Fearless and Fairness? Yeah, that was the name. Same strategy as always. PKP. Dodge offset away from him. The dogs are fair on normal and hard. I don't like them on Infinite Climax. I guess the worst thing about these two are the Fire Dog's little raw attack. Here it comes. I actually still don't know the proper timing to dodge that one. I just spam dodge. Most of the time it works, sometimes it doesn't, and I get mad. But oh well. I guess there's another way to deal with it, is just Tatsuzanko right in their mouth. Or sometimes it auto targets on the other dog instead. Well, So this chapter is long. It has a lot of verses. A lot of small verses, but it does not suffer from the same problems as chapter 12, Broken Sky, because the enemy placements are good. They are not trash. The arena, while small and cramped, well, it's not that bad because it offers a unique kind of challenge, so it's fine. Probably the worst thing about it is that there are a lot of flaming R-doors, and there's a weird checkpoint problems at the end. Oh yeah, and checkpoint problem. This chapter only have a minor problem with a weird checkpoint thingy. So that's another plus. It's also very fast-paced, right? You just go from one verse to another immediately. It's a gauntlet, and a good one. Then this next verse is against a few Braves. Now, have I mentioned that I get hit by Braves a lot more than I should? There's just something about them that makes me greedy. And even though I know that their attacks are not that slow, the swipes are fast, the stomp very fast, and the slam is not slow either, but I just instinctively and subconsciously consider them very slow. And then I get hit because I spam on their asses. Oh yeah. And spamming on them is very satisfying, right? I don't know why, but I just keep getting hit by Braves and Beloved. So next one, Gracious and Glorious, hidden. You see how he just zipped down to the ground, and that was jank, man. That was so jank. Anyway, this fight, a small curved corridor, almost like the John fight, first phase during chapter 14, but it's better because there's barely any curvatures, and these guys are not as well. They move a lot, but not like John. They don't dodge like John, and so the camera doesn't go crazy when you fight them, which is a plus, a big bonus. This fight is really good, by the way. I like it. Actually, if you think about it, a small arena is better for Gracious and Glorious, and a big one is better for Grace and Glory. By the way, I cheesed the hell out of this verse with the Bracelet of Time, the claw there, because well, it's a joy fight, right? And there's only two joys. So if you don't have the Gaze of Despair on, two joys fight is always a risk, a combo risk. Unless you let them split. But if you let them split, it's a triple joy fight. And who likes that? So yeah, cheese away. I have no moral high ground when it comes to joy. These guys, these wheels guys are weird, right? They are static. They don't get knocked away when you do the aerial spin kick on them, but for some reason, the bullets don't bounce around and hit them, doing massive damage like when you do it against Joys and Grace and Glory. It just barely does anything against them, which is weird. It seems like they have all the necessary requirement, but it just doesn't work. So the second pair of Gracious and Glorious, and even crampier space. Charge up the claw, and they all flew up. Damn these guys. Anyway, this is a throwaway verse. Probably one of the worst, one of the two shit verses. There's another one coming up. So this verse is the gimmick. On-rail shooting. Use cannon to shoot this knockoff Temperance. So same thing as before. Mash, shoot as fast as you can, so that you can kill this guy quickly. If you mash fast enough and you're accurate enough, and the cannonballs hit his face a lot, you can actually keep this guy stack-a-locked, which is great. But it's not necessary. And I try to use the Bracelet of Time here because, well, why not? I think why not? You get a lot of free magic anyway, right? But I didn't realize one thing is that, well, when you slow time with the Bracelet, your cannonballs barely moves. Like, they slow to a crawl, and sometimes, if you hold the buttons for too long, past 3 seconds, it might actually break your combo because the bullets don't reach him. When you let go of the button, they all hit him at once. Right? And there is no need to boost your combo here either. Even if you don't mash, as long as you don't get a go time, you're fine. Combo is fine. You almost always have the same score anyway. So the next hidden Alfheim, I hate this one. I don't know who made this decision, but you have to go into that room at the end there, right? And then go all the way back to the start of the level. And I have to stress the part about that you have to go into the room first. So the first time I tried to find this Alfheim, I did not. I thought right after I finished with the cannon part, I can just go back, and I did. I went all the way back, and the Alfheim ain't there. It wasn't there. So I have to go back up again, go into the room, and then back down for this. I was so mad that time. Anyway, Alfheim. Kill all enemies. What more can I say? It's great. It's fun. Only minus point is that too many burning outdoors. 5 of them, in fact. Only 3 can be on screen at the same time, but the moment you kill one, another will respawn. So, so the bad thing about triple or sometimes double burning R-doors is that they have the same problem as regular R-doors, right? And when you knock one of them on to the air, up to the air, the others will crawl around your feet, and it sometimes, well, most of the time, really, create this weird problem with collision box or something, where the R-doors on the air get stuck by his friends down, way down the ground, and then after you do an afterburner kick, they just fall straight down for no reason at all, almost no reason, which is annoying when when it happens with regular R-door. But these guys are on fire, so there are a bunch of fire R-door right below you. You do any attacks, you're probably gonna get damaged. Triple Joy at the end of an Alfheim. Again, I don't know why they keep doing this. So, Joy. Well, against Joy, just PKP and Tetsuzanko, really. And that is the Alfheim. That was kind of fun, if not for the joy. Now that you're done with this, run all the way back up. Fuck this chapter, man. It's great, but when it's shit, it is so shit. This next verse, well, technically it's not the worst, but I hate it. It's basically the third phase of the Justice boss fight. And as I said during the chapter 11 video, the third phase has a very, very annoying attack. The triple head slime is extremely quick, and it staggers you on every slam. And during this fight, this guy has 2 health bar, which means it's a very long third phase. That one, right there. That's head slam. Luckily, he didn't do it a lot. Oh, and it's a single enemy with high combo requirement. I don't know why they made the combo requirement so high in this verse, but it's high. And the point is, if you're too wary of the head slam and you dodge offset a lot, then the bullets will do too much damage to him, and while barely, building any combos, and you will fail. And it saves before the result screen come up again. And it's a long chapter, really long chapter. You have to do everything again, and your life is shit because of it. Hidden verse. It starts with a double joy. Double joy's fights are a lie. It's always triple, unless you cheese them quickly enough. They will split, and they split. They split multiple times this attempt, actually. And I've put on the Gaze of Despair here. It's near the end. It's been a long, long chapter. I don't want to fail. One joy left, and the little piece of shit tried to split there, but luckily my trusty Siphon came to the rescue, and the little shit ran away like a coward, interrupting the split. Anyway, a torture attack just to be sure, but I probably didn't have to. They did split, and it was with a gaze of despair, so... But, well... Force of habit. So this next segment is not my favorite, right? This is the checkpoint problem I mentioned before. There's a hidden verse here, where you have to seek out the enemies. 2 joys. Combo requirement is not bad, even though it's 2 joy. But the point is, if you fail the next verse against the golem, and you have to restart, you have to start at the beginning of this platforming section, which means you have to do this hidden verse again, every time. And that's a bitch. You can actually fight these two again after you've killed the golem. You can go back and they still spawn, but they no longer count as a verse. You kill both of them and you don't have a verse. Finish, result screen, anything. The game counts that you already missed it. Which is bad. Annoying, really. Golem is fun to fight. I like fighting Golem, but they're in the same situation as John, aren't they? The first Golem you fight barely has any moves, and you can just stick close to him, and you're basically safe. He can't really do much to you. And the second Golem has all the moves, but he's put at the end of a very long chapter, and there's a checkpoint problem right before him, which makes attempting to fight this guy quite a chore. So you don't really want to go all the way here just for the golem, right? And on normal and hard, there's another golem in an Alfheim, but is a use witch time Alfheim against him, which, well, automatically makes the fight shit. If only there's a proper golem fight just in the Alfheim, just like John. I like fighting golem. He's fun. And golem's dead. Oh yeah, and this verse has a pretty reasonable save point. Right there. It saves. So next is the final verse of this chapter. It's not a bad one. It's quite easy, but it's not bad. And to be honest, after that long of a chapter, an easy fight is pretty good, to be honest. I don't really want anything that can ruin the entire work done before this. Another knockoff boss. However, this guy has nothing. He has nothing to threaten you with. His attacks all have very clear audio cue. It's very easy to evade. If you have the Gaze of Despair on, combo is not a problem for you either. You almost automatically pass that one. And he barely has any health either. Just run toward the end and that's it. So this was the final long chapter, the final proper chapter before a boss chapter against Balder, and then the epilogue against Jubileus. Well, Jubileus sucks ass, but Balder is fun. Balder. He's probably the best single boss fight chapter, right? He's not a giant boss, so I guess that's why. And and he's pretty awesome to fight with. Fancy Daddy Balder, fun. I have nothing against him, except for his, quick time event attacks. That's a little bit bad. It is a bit bad. But overall, I like Balder. So that's chapter 15, all pure platinum, with the tiny damage. I still don't know where that damage come from. And I no longer care, really. Anyway, see you guys next time. Hopefully it won't be too long. Bye bye.